Hey guys, welcome to Waypoint X. My name is Judd.
And I'm Caitlin.
And for today's video, we're going to be going over some of the questions that you've had for us on Facebook and Instagram and in person. So, stay tuned. Guys, again to Waypoint X. We really do appreciate you tuning in. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment about any of the questions or answers that we have today. So my wife, Caitlin, is going to go ahead and start off the questions. She's got them all on her phone. And we're going to start right here with number one.
So question number one is, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a firefighter paramedic.
And I'm a full-time pharmacy student, soon to be pharmacist, hopefully.
Hopefully. We're almost there. So that's question number one. So here we go for question number two.
So question number two is, did you do any off-roading growing up?
So for me, my dad had motorcycles, and then he got us some dirt bikes when we were little, which then I got into racing, motocross, and a little arena cross. And so that's kind of where my off-road obsession began. And then we went from 2 wheels to 4 wheels and a roll cage.
Thanks to me.
Yeah, thanks to her, we've upgraded our roll cage even more. So that's kind of where the off-road obsession started for me. What about you?
So my dad had, it started out with a 2-seater RZR, Polaris RZR, and then we got a 4-seater RZR. So we had 2 RZRs. We went off-road a couple times. Then I met him. He had a Jeep. So my dad joins us a lot. You see several videos on our page. My parents join us out on the trail in their 4-seat Polaris RZR.
So let's go to question number 3.
So question number 3 is, what is your favorite mod on the Jeep?
Ooh, my favorite mod. That's a hard one. I kind of like building it. I like to see the building process. I've always been tinkering around with different things. My dad likes to rebuild motorcycles, and I've kind of got that... I like to tinker a lot on different things, kind of like my dad. So I always like the new challenge of something new. Let's just say I'm not the most patient person when it comes to installing some of these things. But I probably like the lockers the most, and the tires. I do like the bead locks though too. So I can't really just pick one. What about you?
I got 2. So the first one is the roll cage. Okay, I have 3. The roll cage. The grab handles, because I need help getting in the Jeep, and then the winch, because I can be a scaredy cat sometimes, and I make him hook up the winch just because I'm nervous.
So there you go. So let's go to number 3.
4. Let's go to number 4.
So let's go to number 4.
So question number 4 is, if you had to choose, what would be your next mod for the Jeep?
If I had to choose, no money. It doesn't matter what kind of money it costs. I could just go pick it and put it in the cart and it'd be at my door tomorrow, and I didn't have to spend a dime. It'd probably be 1-ton axles and 40s. That's kind of where I want to go.
1. Choose 1.
Well, that's kind of together.
Choose 1.
I'd go 1-tons for sure.
So if I had to choose...
Or a V8. I'd put a V8 in it too.
Nope, gotta choose 1.
V8.
That's your final answer?
No. Go ahead.
Okay, so if I had to choose, I would say probably a soft top. A new soft top, which may be in the near future, so stay tuned.
Hopefully.
5 is, what is the most difficult install so far?
Most difficult install? I would say probably the front axle. It wasn't really difficult, it just took a long time because there were so many components that had to go into it to make it a hard install. Because of the steering and everything. The second one would probably be the PSC steering gear, just because it was heavy.
I was the one picking it up.
Yeah, it was heavy.
Definitely the front axles.
That was easy. That was hard. The bead locks were really easy though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we did 4 bead locks in the room that we're sitting in right now in a night.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard.
Yeah. All right, but the axles, the Jeep was on jack stands in his dad's basement for
a couple days.
Months.
Yeah.
So question number 6 is, where is a favorite place or trail you've been so far?
Probably be Windrock, just because it's out of Alabama. It was a little bit different terrain, more rocky, I would say, than muddy. I'm not a big fan of mud because I don't like cleaning it. So I kind of like the rocks. So what about you?
I liked Arkansas.
Arkansas was fun.
Just because we met a bunch of great, awesome people out there.
That's
Shout out
true.
to Clayton.
Yeah.
See you at the Rubicon. Met a bunch of great people. It was our first camping off-road trip that we
True.
did, which actually went a lot smoother than I thought it would, and it was just a lot of fun.
I'd have to say Arkansas is a really close second because that kind of started it for us. So I like that.
Yeah.
And I liked it was rocky. It was rockier. There wasn't a lot of mud out in Arkansas, which which I was kind of surprised of, but I liked it. So let's go to question 7.
All right. So question number 7 is, where is one place you would go in the Jeep if there was nothing holding you back?
Alaska.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be cool. I've seen a lot of wheeling trips from up there. It just would be cool to wheel in Alaska, but that's a really long way. Now, I know Moab, and we're going to the Rubicon, but we can do that. I mean, that's pretty close. I mean, yeah, it's a long drive for us in Alabama to go all the way out there, but if I could take off unlimited time from work, I'd probably go Alaska.
Yeah, Alaska and Canada.
That'd be cool.
It's really pretty up there. So, yeah.
Not when it's cold, though. I'm not a big fan of the cold.
I like the cold.
I want to go summertime.
No, I want to go in the cold.
No.
I want to see the snow.
No.
All right, next question. Question number 8. Rocks or mud or overlanding?
Rocks.
I'm an overlanding fan.
I like overlanding, but I don't want it just to be a dirt trail. I don't want it just to be this gravel trail that just takes you out to a destination and back. I want it to have rocks involved, if that makes sense. I want to rock crawl. I want to see, I want to go up this awesome rock garden type thing and then get to this awesome camp spot that you spend the night at and then have to come back versus just going down a dirt trail and not seeing anything.
Yeah. I just want to see awesome places and camp in awesome places and go on awesome adventures, and overlanding seems like the best way to do that. So,
throw in some rocks.
So question 9 is, what road adventure do you want to take in the Jeep?
I'm really looking forward to our 2-week journey to the Rubicon and back. Because it's going to be awesome. Y'all need to stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot of Facebook Lives. It's 2 weeks, date to date, pretty much, that we're going to be on the road. Granted, we are trailering our Jeep all the way out there, but that's because we got to make it back to work and we don't want to be stuck somewhere. So I'm really looking forward to it. We've got some awesome things in the works for that trip, not just the Rubicon Trail, guys. Y'all are thinking, well, I'm just going to waste my time watching these next videos. No, we're actually going to hit a lot more trails than just the Rubicon, so stay tuned.
Yeah. So I want to go on a local trip, just to all the local Alabama waterfalls. There's a map. It was on Facebook that I saw, and it just takes you to all kind of the different waterfalls in Alabama, which would be pretty cool to me. So simple but cool. So question number 10 is, what else do you enjoy doing besides Jeeping?
It'd be family, church, like to ride motorcycles, like to shoot guns, like skeet shooting and stuff like that. I really enjoy doing. Not a big hunter. That's why we probably spend so much time on the Jeep. I don't fish, I don't golf. It's basically Jeep and motorcycles. So, what about you?
I really enjoy hanging out with my friends and family most of the time. So if he's at work and I don't have anything to do, I'm with my friends, or I'm with my mom or my sisters or my nieces, or hanging out with some of my friends and their babies. Just hanging out, living life, making memories, just trying not to let these years pass me by without spending the time that I want to with my family and friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Bonus question!
So, do you plan your routes out ahead of time, or do you just hit the trail?
So most of the time, we probably just hit the trail. We know Stony really well. We haven't been to Hawk Pride, or I think I'm pronouncing it right, Chocolaca. But we hope to see those in the near future. I think Stony is just easier for us since we're so close. There is Talladega, which is 600-1, 600-2, and there's a few others. But most of the time we just go to Stony. We know their trail system. So it's really easy for us to say, hey, we want to hit these trails today, or we don't. And we use Gaia GPS, so go check out that video we had out on our Gaia GPS system. But we don't just use Gaia, we use Google Maps. Google Maps is your friend. Use YouTube, so you can look at wherever you're going off-road, try to get their trail system map, and then type in like, hey, I want to do Trail 15. Well, they probably have a YouTube video up on Trail 15 of wherever you're going. I know they do, like Trail 15 at Windrock. There were videos of Trail 15 that we looked up the day before we went and hit Trail 15 just to kind of get an idea of what we were getting ourselves into. We don't want to make it halfway up the trail and it's got this, like, huge boulder in it. So we do plan it, and we always ask the front office, hey, what trails are good?
And what trails are closed and what trails are open. Closed due to maintenance, always good things to know.
Yeah, you don't want to be at this end of the park, and then go to this end of the park and find out a trail's closed when you could have just asked. So definitely plan ahead. You don't have to always plan every little bit of your trip, but at least have an idea of where you're going to go and what you're going to do. Yep. That's what I was saying. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, we really do appreciate you tuning in to today's video on our top 10 questions that we have been asked. We had 11, really, but we added a bonus question. We just didn't want to leave it out. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. Leave us a like. Leave us a comment. Ask us another question. Maybe we can get another top 10 questions and do another top 10. So, or top 10 trails we've hit. We could do that one. That'd be awesome. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So we'll have a ton of new things coming up, especially on our Rubicon trip. So you don't want to miss out. So with that being said, we hope y'all have a great day.